How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's a wonderful Thursday night here in... Well, I don't know if we want to give our location. We'll probably get doxxed.
Goodness gracious. We are in the top of... If you guys ever see those rich places in the hills, that's where we're at right now. Because we're all super rich.
We're definitely in Beverly Hills. If you can't tell
make
by
a
our
lot
garage,
of money. A lot of money.
we're definitely rich.
This guy's got his
I don't
church
know why this
shirt
guy
on,
to my
so I
right's
mean,
looking around.
yeah.
You confused?
Hey, like
Well,
the
because
facial
he
hair,
doesn't.
though.
Well,
Like
Matt,
the
remember
facial hair.
we found him off the
Respect it.
street. We got the bag,
Thanks,
put it over his
boss.
head, beat him a couple times. We drove.
Oh, like in Squid Game. I love that.
Well, you guys haven't done that to me yet, though, so that's pretty...
Oh, because we just figured how ugly you are. We figured that that's what had happened to you. You had to have facial reconstruction surgery.
Someone just beat the
because you
shit
got,
out of me?
Yeah.
Aren't you sad that wasn't you, though? Like, that's pretty sad.
I'm kind of jealous of that person.
Yeah, I know.
So, the loyal viewers who've been paying attention these past few episodes, you guys will notice the crew's back.
We're back.
This team hasn't been on here in...
So who's playing
The
song?
Fantastic Four's back?
Should I just start singing the song? The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Wow, we're singing. I've never heard in my
That's
life.
your brother.
It's
You know
really
that,
good, man.
Thank goodness it's not mine.
That's your
Well,
brother.
see, I can't play the real song and get copyright. So,
Oh,
I knew that was pretty
That's
close.
your excuse?
You know,
That's why.
That's your
Number
excuse.
one victory
But yeah, I feel like
royale.
a real YouTube. I feel like Mr. Beast right now. I have 2 teams of crews to film with. It's crazy. I had to film twice in 1 week.
Great.
In case you guys didn't know, we did go off. We did go dark for 1 week. We did actually film an episode, but for undisclosed reasons, that episode will not be posted.
That's what I was going to talk about.
I don't know.
That episode
It might never be. Maybe I'll post it soon.
Stay
but
tuned to TikTok, guys.
Wait.
TikTok. What is the TikTok, guys?
What's the TikTok?
I think it's just Locker Rooms Legends.
At
Same as YouTube.
Locker Rooms.
Sorry, not same as YouTube. Same as the Instagram.
Oh, so what's the
Locker
Instagram?
Rooms Legends. That is our TikTok. That is our Instagram. Go follow.
That's our MySpace, Twitter.
Follow.
That is
Tumblr,
Can I ask
Grindr.
when that episode
Code.
is going to be posted, though?
Why that episode isn't going to be
Can I
posted?
ask? Is that okay if I ask
I
you
said no.
If you follow the TikTok, you'll know.
I was
I
going
don't
to say
know
that.
about that one.
First 50 followers
What's
get to
the
find
reason-
out.
What's the, why do we get banned first? What's the reason we get banned first? Do you think it's for that video?
Oh, you're asking for a random reason?
Yeah, what's the
I
reason?
think it's a video about. Never mind.
What? You know,
Is it for video
It's
too?
the
Or
real
I
reason.
think we
of
haven't
what
done
Luke
what we're
said.
gonna get banned for yet.
Oh.
I think the best is yet to come,
The
guys.
I was like, what else?
yes.
Video two,
That's
where
that's
Matt-
exactly what I was thinking. The best yet to come.
Constant Patriot one.
Why would we get in trouble for that one?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't even
The
matter.
viewers can.
Don't
check
trip,
that out.
dog. Don't
Check
trip.
that out.
Yeah, go watch it. Good one. It's one of our best.
Hey, so Matt Henney, what do you got for us today?
What do we got for us today? I'm actually was not the spearheading force of this
You weren't?
topic.
Who was?
Wait, Luke?
Sorry,
Wait,
this
Luke?
totally just hit me. Somebody just told me today at work. I know it's one of those people at work, so it doesn't really matter.
They,
It doesn't.
they don't matter.
They don't matter.
Hear that? If you're listening, you don't matter. He said it. You work with him. Not
Yikes!
me.
I hope he doesn't listen to this one. He listens to
He's
something.
definitely listening.
I'm not
to
gonna say
this
his name, but he does listen to this one.
Don't say his name.
But he's gonna know what I'm talking about when he says. He said that Julio Jones and Antonio Brown were top 5 receivers in the NFL
Right now.
Right now?
That's
Julio
weird
Jones-
because they're definitely top 5, but they're not 3 through 5.
Hey, wait. Did he just wake up from a coma?
We
or
were
something?
talking. He's like, these are the top 5, and then I don't know. It's,
I still feel like they do
Totally
have to be on NFL rosters. to
Well,
be
I'm just
considered.
confused.
Oh
That's
crap!
what I was gonna say too. I was like,
Hey, so the top 5 receivers that aren't on a roster?
You know, he didn't say Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup wasn't in his top 5.
Oh,
That's just racist.
Racist.
I don't want to go there.
Son of a bitch.
You went there
But-
with it.
Sorry, whatever. Continue now. It just came.
So Luke, what do you got?
So I was just, on Instagram,
Oh.
and I saw this guy named Lester Hayes. Had
Who?
13 interceptions for the Oakland Raiders back in 1980. And he used this thing called Stickum. I don't know if you guys have ever heard
Oh,
of this,
yeah.
this
I've heard of
Stickum
it.
thing. And he just would cover himself in it. And I guess people said that's why he got picks.
Completely? Wait, you covered his body completely?
I honestly think you cover almost everything. But
Head to toe?
honestly, from forearm down that fingertip was just covered. But if you cover that much, it's bound to also get other places too. So it's probably covered in his jersey too.
Oh, I meant head to
It's
toe.
like it's like pine tar in the MLB.
I meant it's
Exactly.
really stick
You see guys that always have the pine tar on the top of their helmets.
Is it everywhere now?
Well, I have a couple questions.
They
Yeah.
banned.
So when he
I
had the
think.
stick of why was he the only one using it?
I don't
He
know.
wasn't.
Probably because it was gross as fuck. But I mean,
Is it?
you know, dude, it's
It looks
literally
like candle wax.
like you said. It's like pine tar. You know pine tar you put on your
Yeah.
bat. It's like
Yeah.
it was like
Sure,
that,
that's right here.
and you just like.
Wait, he puts on the neck?
No, turn it
Oh,
when
the
you.
back.
So I'm on
Oh.
Instagram and I see his post. It says this guy Lester Hayes led the league in picks, and he had 13 in a single season. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. The guy with the one of the most rounded picks in a single season is from 30 years ago. And I said, why is that? Why is it that quarterbacks are known to throw a lot more now? It's like a passing league now, but why are there not more interceptions? Why is that? Why is the guy who has the record played in 1952 at 14 picks? They weren't supposed to throw the ball back then. Why does he have 14?
What legend?
That doesn't
I'm
make
still
sense.
not over the fact. Is he putting the stickum everywhere on his body?
Let's look this
Or
up.
just-
Let's look this
or
up.
just- or is
Can
it-
we
Bob, can we
Can we
not-
get on that?
You
Or is it
Let's
just
look this up.
on the hand?
Oh God.
the first one back with all this.
Lester Hayes should have been he's on the Hall of Fame.
That's bad.
Wow. Well, I want
It's
to
'cause you
rank all
stick 'em,
time.
guys, you
Where's
cheated.
your rank all time? Let's see.
He's second all time in picks in a single season.
Wait, so.
He's
so I was
not
gonna
even
say,
in the top 30 when
every
it comes
time
to
he goes
all-time
up,
picks, though,
also,
career-wise.
Luke was I was gonna say every time he
Dang.
goes up, how sticky is it? Like, is it like this?
Dude, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think he
Just
just.
the amount of going up, and like we're both jumping up, and I just go like this. I'm like,
I really think.
Oh,
it's like
So I think that it was just because he led the league. That's why they banned it. But I don't really know. A lot of Raiders players use stickum, including Fred Biletnikoff, who's a Hall of Fame receiver, who didn't wear gloves. He was just this white guy with long hair. So.
did he have any one-handers? I mean, forearm handers.
No, no one has ever caught a ball like that.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, so he really only kept it from the forearms down. But he didn't.
Catch like this.
Slathering it as generously as a beachcomber applies sunscreen on a South Florida summer day.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's.
They just had a way with words back then. Didn't they?
They really did.
Wait, so we're
They
saying
made,
full
the,
body.
the Raiders played so much bump and run coverage that Hayes needed to ensure that he could keep his hands on opposing receivers.
I was gonna say, imagine if he
No.
lined up against that.
That's
So
pretty
he would
annoying.
literally
He
stick.
became so dominant, he earned NFL Defensive Player of the Year honors 1980 after leading league interceptions.
And he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Nope. Dude, he's not even in the top 30 all-time picks leaders.
Dude, even his teammates thought he went overboard. Like Ted Hendricks, his Hall of Fame teammate, thought he put too much of that shit on.
So he'd literally stick to the receivers. So he was
then
guarding.
He was one.
Apparently.
So he was a one-year wonder kind of guy after that.
That's what it seems like.
I don't see anything else
Oh,
on him.
so stick him. That was that. I mean, that's why he might have led the league in interceptions. But Night Train Lane, I don't know.
Story about Night Train Lane. This guy, when he would tackle people, he would try to hurt them.
Same.
What he initially started when he was initially tackled, there were no rules back in the 50s. This guy would grab people by the face mask and then he'd just bring them down to the ground.
Really?
He would use any way possible. He'd grab them by the shoulder pads and pull them to the ground. He'd use a face mask, and they banned it. They said, okay, face mask penalties.
Mm.
So he started clotheslining people and doing things like that. And
Oh,
then
I didn't that one.
I think they also banned that. So then he eventually got to the point where he started hitting people with his forearm, like this.
That hurts.
Like, yeah, this was his goal. He said, if I hit somebody hard enough to break my forearm, that was a good hit.
Oh my God.
That was the mentality he had.
And that was a quarterback.
No, they're all soft these days.
They're all
Name one
soft. They're
guy
just
who's
bred
like that.
soft.
Name one guy who's like that now.
Jacob Travisano. You should see me out there.
Fuck
I don't know
yeah.
who that is.
We don't
Wait,
need-
7'11" Linebacker?
44?
linebacker?
Edge rusher?
Oh, edge rusher?
Can do it all.
He can do everything.
Going in the
That guy
7'11"
retired?
Hall of
He
Fame?
doesn't even need stickum. So apparently Lester Hayes was also on the All-Decade team for the 1980s, and he's still not in the Hall of Fame.
That's interesting. So for that 1 year.
Yeah.
Well, the 80s, there wasn't even talent in the 80s. So.
That's a good point. There was just a bunch of plumbers. That's what they told me about Jordan, at least.
Well,
True.
Plumbers.
the only guys I can think of is like Rod Woodson, Ronnie Lott. That's really it though. With them, that's like name another DB.
So another guy that kind of gets brought up too is just to bring him up, Mel Blount, who also was known to be a game changer, you could say. He had 11 picks in a single season, which ranks tied for 5th most. And he was known to play very physical, and he was pretty much the reason why they changed rules so that DBs couldn't hold or pass interference anymore. The way he played was just pretty much illegal now. So, yeah, but he
What
led
about the
the.
stick 'em thing though? When he lined up, is he like stuck to the receiver? Actually,
You know, I don't know. I don't know what the stick.
When you get some game
I
film, on
don't
us.
think it worked.
I want
like
the
that.
I want the game film on the receiver.
Oh yeah, here. Let me get the old style video thing. Let me get the film. Can someone crank it for us?
No, I'll do it all.
Hear the revving up, and you hear the clicking.
And then we can hear the guy's voice. The silver and black. I guess ever seen that on the NFL Network?
Yeah.
And you just
Every
see-
time.
It's like,
Dun, dun, dun. You see a ball rolling around.
and it's just like it's not even in slow motion, but it looks like it's in slow motion. You ever see those?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
And it's all Raiders. It's almost all Raiders.
Well, Steelers, we could have balled back then, I guess.
We could have. Just a bunch of plumbers,
I
man.
don't know. I wasn't a plumber. I don't know if
I
I
gotta be honest, I'm looking at this list of yours.
Mm-hmm.
1952, 80, 48, 50.
What?
They were running the ball back then.
That's what's so weird.
What's going? I don't understand this either. I'm not looking at it.
I don't
So-
understand. What are we talking about?
Okay, think about it. That play style back then, right?
No, what are we talking
I'm talking about the season single leaders, right?
Yeah.
1914. That's 1952. The latest year in the top 10 that isn't Trayvon Diggs is the 80s.
Wait,
1980.
what did Diggs get this year?
11.
11.
So yeah, Diggs is the only like
He's probably the best corner in
modern.
the league right now.
Well,
Well, no, for sure. I mean,
Not even a question.
did you guys see that time he got burnt by the Patriots?
No, never happened.
Just saw
Oh
his pick
my
six.
God.
Just saw a pick six, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He made up for it.
all I saw was CeeDee Lamb cooking J.C. Jackson.
Oh, wait, was it J.C. Jackson, really?
But J.C. Jackson also had 8 picks.
J.C. Jackson isn't good either.
J.C. Jackson sucks.
Neither of them are good corners.
So can we say Trayvon Diggs won?
So
the rest
just
of
to
the
put this in perspective,
back, you know,
back
there's
in
not enough.
1952, where Night Train Lane led the league in interceptions, there was only 27.9 pass attempts a game.
That's really
That was the
low.
average.
That's
Wait, for the
Now
whole game, like for both teams, right?
That's really low.
nowadays it's up
You're
to.
saying in an entire game both teams combined was 29.
Well, since nowadays it's
Yeah.
35.
Oh, okay. So
That's not the most.
I thought we were saying that both teams would combine for 29 pass attempts a game.
Oh,
I think that's the average per game, and now it's only 35.
dude,
Or now
That's
it's up to
pretty
35.
low.
Yeah, it's lower than you think, but really the most shocking thing is, let's see, 1952. Interceptions a game. 2. 2.1 interceptions per game. That was the average.
What's it now? I thought
Now?
that was high.
This last season, let's just say 2021, it's only 0.8.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like.
So you've seen like the touchdown.
See, I feel like
vers-
we're looking at what's it called? We're looking at how many quarterbacks threw, how many interceptions were there? Like, how many quarterbacks were throwing interceptions back then?
Well, let's just go into. I couldn't find the actual, like each season, but let's just go into some detail about the most. Does anyone want to take a guess besides Box of the most interceptions thrown by a quarterback in a single season?
35.
It's higher than that.
No, that's more
Yeah.
than 2 a game, right?
yeah, higher. Go
Oh.
higher. Go higher.
Oh
Go
my
higher.
god.
Was this in a 14-game season?
He threw
too?
27 touchdowns, by the way,
How
and it was in
many?
14 games.
14 games. So what's
Let's
14
let-
times 3?
let-
What's
let-
14 times 3?
14 times 3.
That's my guess. 3 interceptions a game. Whatever. Box.
It is.
You got it.
What is it?
It's 42.
Oh my god. Yeah, he threw 40
You got
he
it
threw
right.
42
Hey,
interceptions.
quick math,
this season.
baby. Quick
Oh,
math.
Does anyone not know who the guy is? George Blanda, 2-time Super Bowl winner, Hall of Famer.
No way.
Wait, some more interceptions and touchdowns,
I'm buying his
right?
jersey.
Yeah.
All time?
Oh yeah, I mean, let's. You know what? Want to
Hey.
hear? He's thrown 236 touchdowns and 277 picks in his career.
Wow.
Was he number 16? Was that
Yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah.
Hall of
Buying a
Famer.
16 jersey. Buying a 16.
16 for the amount of I don't even know. He's thrown more
Brett
picks
Favre,
than this.
He threw 42 picks in one fucking game.
And speaking of Brett Favre, I think he's the most recent. Oh, Blanda, there is again with 30.
Wait, what did Manning do his rookie year?
Manning had 28.
Oh wow.
So Manning is up there. Favre's up there too at 29. I think he's 9th.
Oh, Jameis. Oh,
Where's
Jameis.
the
The
30 pick
30-30.
season?
30-30 boy.
rank?
Oh,
Are they gonna
you're
go
right.
30
You're right.
for
That
30 on
is
Jameis?
our most recent modern season. Is James Winston 2019? He threw 30. So pretty much that's Winston in 2019 with 30, Favre in 2005, which is still 2005. Oh my God, Manning's was in 1998. Never mind, it wasn't that recent. He's just a player we know. But so it's just interesting to see that these quarterbacks don't actually throw that many picks anymore. And I have the whole season stat, or I have the interception percentage and interceptions. So like interceptions thrown a game, the last like decade has been under one interception per game.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like, I feel like the quarterbacks are just like, now if you throw 30 interceptions in a season, you're gone. So there's
Well,
going to be way less.
I mean, you could probably
interceptions.
argue the talent of quarterback now
That's
compared
what I'm
to
saying.
then.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like but it's crazy they throw so much now.
It's like in 1944, they only averaged 21 pass attempts a game, but they averaged 2.3 picks a game.
What? Like, how does that? What?
But I'm also think about Jalen. Like I was telling him the other day.
I did wear the jersey for a reason.
We were talking about the other day. Let's say I'm a quarterback. I'm the Patriots. We're going against the Rams this week, right? I'm Mac Daddy, and I'm like, all right, doing my film. I'm like, all right, let's think about where I'm going to be throwing the ball.
Right, I'm the best player.
When I'm getting back there, I'm like, oh, there's Jalen Ramsey. I'm not throwing at Jalen.
See, here's the thing. Maybe back then, maybe they were more men than us. Maybe they said, "Fuck that! I'm going up."
That sounds like
He's got
a
the stick up.
He's got the stick
I
up.
don't give a
I want to
fuck.
see if this. I want to see if this actually works.
But my thing is though, after Night Train gets 14 picks, the next year are you throwing it his way again? Like,
I think we're looking at the wrong positions here for why this happened.
We are.
I think
It all starts up front in the trenches.
it all boils down to coaching.
What?
This is before the West Coast offense was created, and that's basically that. Up until that point, there wasn't really anything as a passing offense. We've seen the highlights, right? Guys back then
I've
would
not
run
passed
around.
them up.
They would just run,
the wing bone.
and then they just randomly
The
throw a
wing
ball.
bone
They
offense.
probably didn't have more than 10 passing plays in their playbook if they even had that many.
The
Passing the
fullback
ball is
died
not-
50 times a game. Is what they thought.
I know it sounds crazy. They don't pass the ball as much as they did back then to get that many picks. But when they called a pass play, I think it wasn't as much of like a, this is part of our offense. It was more like, fuck it, we need to
need
throw the
yards.
ball.
We
It's
need yards.
it's 3rd and 20.
So
We suck.
That's a
But
good
I-
point. That's a
Let's
very
just
good
roll the
Because
ball.
that explains this. Back in like the 30s and 40s, we're looking at like 10% of passes being intercepted. Or now we're at like 2.
Because
Yeah.
now passing is an art. It's people's main offense. Like I
Right,
said
right,
back
right.
then. Like I said, up until the West Coast offense, I don't think there was really such a thing as a passing offense. It was
But
all
it's
run
just-
first.
It's just interesting because we even brought up like the cup thing and like, extra games, more time, more games, more, and then there's also more passing attempts, more passing offenses, and you still don't. You actually see a decrease in interceptions, not an increase.
these guys are super talented now.
Yeah, but I think
gotta say.
how much the game changed outweighs how much more time there is in a season than
That's a good
now.
point. I mean, also think about how many plays have been overturned due to roughing the passers
Oh.
and pass
That's a good
interferences and
point.
holding.
And we've already talked about how much the playing DB has been revolutionized by dirty players. Well, I don't want to say dirty, but at the time, these guys were
I mean, yeah, when you look back now, it's,
holding
but that's
people and
Why are they dirty?
Do we know? Do we know if these were
Well,
full
some of them
season?
were literally dirty because they were covered in stickum.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Yeah.
when was the Mel Blunt? When
That was actually 75.
75. And when was the pick record?
52.
Who knows what that guy was doing to receivers
Very
out
good
there?
point. Very good point.
Who knows?
Who?
Guys, let's put it in this perspective.
Stick 'em or what?
Receivers the Night Train Lane. He could have just been throwing receivers to the ground for no reason. He could have been grabbing them.
Definitely possible.
For most of his career, he probably could have been grabbing them by the face mask while they're running routes and throwing them to the ground. It's,
So
hey,
who was the
free
best-
ball.
Who was the best receiver back then?
Exactly.
Well, I just want to know because that guy, I want to put respect on his name. He was just absolutely.
There's a few here and there. But that's the point, though. There wasn't passing
So
the ball.
do
They
we
didn't
know?
even
Do we
have
know if
penalties
these
for
were
that.
like 14 game seasons, 15 game seasons
Mostly
back then?
14.
Dang.
So Night Train Lane's interception record, I'm pretty sure, is in 14 games.
But I'm
A
telling
pick
you
a
guys,
game.
I've
Imagine-
seen highlights
Imagine a pick a game.
from back then, and quarterbacks would break the pocket and just run around. They'd end up 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and then they just throw the ball as far as they could.
Yeah.
And some guy would make some
I've never
weird
seen it.
catch.
Yeah. What routes are they running back then? It's gotta be just go routes, right?
Guys,
You
let's put this in
didn't know I taught him
perspective.
all the tree.
Let's put this in perspective. Back
Let's tell him
then,
all the route tree.
wide receivers would line up outside, and you at most only had 2 or maybe 3. Mostly just 2 receivers out there. They're lining up in a 3-point stance.
That's true though.
No, I taught him actually the spread. Spread out.
Billy Houghton, anyone?
You don't know
I
Billy?
don't know who that is.
The best receiver from the 1950s? Really, guys? Come on.
I like that. I like
Isn't
Billy-
that
that.
Hudson guy from
How-
way back
Oh,
when?
Don Hudson.
What team?
Alabama.
And number.
I believe
Alabama.
it
Is
was.
George Blanda the one who played receiver as well?
Okay.
Really?
I
Or
think-
did he kick as well?
One of
Oh,
them
he
was-
kicked. He kicked. He kicked.
Yeah,
He kicked.
yeah.
He kicked. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. That's fucking stuff.
Then I mean, so then are we saying what? Like, did Diggs have an impressive season then? Because just interception numbers.
Did he have an impressive season? Of course he had an impressive season.
I agree. Yeah.
Is he good? No.
No.
But then what can you? But then you can say the same thing about.
Is he,
Mason Lane.
Is he
put up
bad?
1,200.
No.
Holy shit, this guy's a goat.
Who'd you say?
1,200's a lot.
My boy
back
Billy
then.
Houghton was putting up 1,200 back in the 50s.
That's a lot. That's a lot of yards back then.
What?
No, but it's a fair play.
So are we gonna argue? When are we gonna make future argument on the pod? When is greatest GM of all time? Colts have had pretty good GM.
Billy Houghton, look at him. He had
I
a
can
90-yard
get that
He had a 90-yard reception.
How are they
Wow.
gonna like? Where are the Colts finding that
Can
guy?
I find if he played against the?
Oh, you're talking now?
No, I'm saying like the Colts like back in the 2000s when they
Against
had like
Lions? He
they
played
drafted,
against the
like, Peyton.
Lions.
and they drafted like.
Did he cook
what
'em?
was it?
I don't
They drafted their running
know.
back, they
Did
got-
he cook them?
I don't remember. He's good though.
They had like 3 straight guys, or they just.
I
We
mean,
can get into that in a later date.
Is there anyone? Champ Bailey had 10 in
Jerry
2006.
Reese for sure.
I mean, that's Champ Bailey had 10 in 2006, but otherwise, I mean, the only
The
2000s.
Champ?
Just some Diggs.
Champ is here.
Diggs and Champ Bailey. That's it.
Fox? Fox is here. The champ is here.
Bobby.
The champ is here.
Bobby.
Bobby, stay. Bobby, watch out.
Bobby,
watch
stay,
out.
hey, Bobby, stay at
Champ's
home.
here.
Stay at home.
Bobby, you better watch out. Next week
Wait.
we might have to
Bobby.
put Bobby on the other side of the table.
You know what?
Please stop.
You're gonna have to hold me back. Don't let me do anything to him.
Hey,
You didn't let him.
wreck the red
Oh,
chair.
he was on the Rams. Damn it, did he play the Rams? Because I was about to say, it looked like Billy Houghton torched Night Train Lane with 7 for 151 and 1.
So,
Big Bud playing on the Rams.
He played on the
and
Rams. That's I was like, damn it, he didn't. We'll see.
But
What is
I
this,
want
Night
to get
Train
back to a
fraud?
point someone was making. I believe it was you, Trev. You said that when I said that Trayvon Diggs isn't good, and I said he had an impressive season. You're saying this about Night Train Lane. My point about Night Train Lane is that he's not really known. I mean, I guess he's known for having the pick record, but that's not really what he was known for as a player. He was known for smacking people.
Yeah.
And
I thought he was known for Madden.
What legend? 99 overall card?
why
Did
is
you
your
ever get
name
him?
was no player from 1952?
Oh, Madden.
All right. Night Train Lane versus Billy Houghton in 1952. Billy Houghton goes for 5 for 156 and a touchdown.
Fraud! He's a
Guy was
fraud!
different.
He's a
The
fraud!
guy was different.
Wait, Billy Houghton? Is that the name?
That's his name.
I like Houghton.
I need the
Billy
game film on that.
freaking Houghton.
I
I-
need the
Number?
game
What
film
was his
on that.
number?
I need Billy Houghton.
Oh, he played for the Green Bay
versus
Packers.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Wait, what? No, wait,
This isn't the guy who showed up hungover to the Super Bowl.
I don't
is he?
know, Matt. That's a good question.
You guys didn't know there's a receiver in
I
the
did
Super
not
Bowl. He was their number 2 guy on the Packers, and this just goes to show he's the number 2 receiver. He didn't expect to get the ball at all. That's how things were back then. But I believe something happened to their star receiver to where he needed to play, and he shows up. He went partying the night before the Super Bowl. He's like, well, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to get the ball.
Hold on.
He ends up going in there. He wins Super Bowl MVP.
Oh.
He had a catch where he's running a slant. Bart Starr throws it behind him. He one-hands it and just goes.
Sounds like something
Oh,
Trav would do.
that was actually,
Sounds like something Trav would do.
that's actually me back in my first Super Bowl I played.
Yeah.
Before the
No
ACL
way.
injury.
That was his rookie year.
Billy
He was gross.
Wait,
This
wait.
guy got into the league in 1952 and gets 1,200 yards as a rookie.
Wow.
Dang.
I wonder if that was a record back
Dude, the
then.
guy caught more touchdowns than Julio Jones does.
Do you think that was a record back then?
Yeah,
That probably
13.
had to be, right?
Had to.
52?
13 to 14 games.
14 games he did that.
And then
It's pretty good.
Actually, it was 12.
Oh,
how many years did he
he
play?
did that in 12 games?
He played to 63, so he played 11. Wow. He only had one other 1,000-yard season, but
Oh,
still, it's like,
Billy.
holy shit, 1,000 yards?
Yeah.
When did he have that?
So,
What year did he have that?
56.
And what team?
Green Bay.
So I'm gonna look back to one of our
11.
previous topics where we talked all about the new thing in the NFL is a tandem, right? 2 receivers.
Yep.
It seems that back then it was more of a player-driven passing game where if you just had a guy, you're gonna go give him the ball. Now it's more concepts, coaches calling plays, and putting together these crazy schemes for multiple receivers. So that it goes back to my point about the coaching, where it's not so much with the just the DBs. So now we pass the ball more, right? The quarterbacks got better, but I think it's mainly the coaching.
So you think back then, you already knew, okay, they're going to be throwing to that guy if they want to throw. So more picks are bound to happen because you already know where the ball would go to.
To me, I just think it was just passing was just more of like a.
It's like we can get away with it, right? We can get away if we throw a pick.
I think what he's saying is that they only had like one receiver, so it's pretty much just one-on-one. And if that guy's not winning one-on-one, it's not going well.
Yeah. Honestly, if you needed to pass the ball back then, it probably just wasn't going well.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
And
mad that
you're
you're wearing that Canes shirt.
Why?
Because I had an interview with them. I thought it went pretty well. And they still have not hit me back.
You're gonna get hit up in like 2 months from now, and you're like, "Well, thanks for nothing."
That
I'm
happened
just
to me
like-
too. That happened to me.
I'm just looking at it. And I saw.
I think they're just waiting to see what you're gonna do on the podcast.
Yeah.
They're probably listening.
They don't want to take up too much of your
I
time.
thought I did good, and I'm seeing that Canes shirt. It makes me frustrated.
Yeah, I had
Hey,
interviews
hey.
at Chick-fil-A.
Wait,
Keep
guys-
going. Back to what we
Oh
got
my
to
God,
talk
I was
about.
gonna say,
I
we
just
should go
saw
get
it.
Canes after this.
I hate you.
That was just me though.
I'm not
You get
going to
play
Canes.
Oh, where we
I
at?
hate Canes. Oh, just kidding. Actually, like I said,
Wow.
use locker rooms and legends at the
Use code locker room. It's on screen. It's on screen right now, guys. So
Say it at the window.
Oh,
They
no.
definitely won't give you a weird
At
look.
the window, or when you're ordering, like right there. Just,
No. Do it at the window because I want you to see the look on their face.
I want them to do it in person. I want them to do it in person. Like, go in.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, I mean like when you go in and you order in person.
They'll only take if you scream it. That's
Hey,
it.
I'll take a box combo and then all right. Can I get the name? Locker rooms and legends. You just say that instead of your name.
They say code. Locker room legends, please.
And it usually be the kids menu or the kids price for the box combo. Actually, I've been there before.
I mean,
but now fuck Kane.
They named. I mean,
Fucking-
no wonder they've had so much success. They named a meal after me. So
Are you kidding me?
Now he's embracing the name.
Hey, wait. Are we gonna be named after Canes and then get the kids meal when we go? Box gets the kids meal when he goes
Hey,
to fucking
what?
Canes. His name.
Hey,
He's
hey,
named
hey,
after one of the orders.
in
No!
fairness, this was after one time. Otherwise, I've been a box combo guy.
What have you seen?
We can definitely tell.
Oh my god.
What did you see when you were there, though? What did you see when you were there?
I saw a man, a grown-ass man.
Grown
ladies and
man?
gentlemen.
Can we
Hey,
talk
wait.
about
Look me in the eyes. Grown-ass
Man.
man. Look at this guy. He is definitely a grown-ass man. He goes up there.
He means that other ways.
box shaped?
I
He
believe
goes up
he
there
was-
box
I
shaped.
believe he was slandering me for what I ordered or something. It doesn't
I ain't
matter.
slandering
Not
him.
important.
Oh,
He
wait,
goes
tell
up
him about the
there,
2 sauces. I ordered 2
and he's-
sauces with this.
He ruined it. He ruined it.
What did you think I was building up to?
That's what I was gonna take
Wait, you
it.
got a kids meal with 2 sauces?
Yes, Luke. That's
This
what
guy
he was
got
building
a
it up to.
sauce for
Oh,
his.
yeah.
Hey,
For
one
his
for the
fi-
fries. The rest of the chicken.
He got 2 sauces, one for his 5 fries, and
No.
one for his 2
5
pieces of
fries.
chicken.
No, 5
He goes up there.
fries.
He goes there and orders a
Those are
kid's
5
meal,
fries.
and then goes and I'll take an extra sauce.
Yeah.
Just looking at him like there's
So
no way.
weird.
Hey, even Matty Trav gave me a look. It was that bad.
There's no way.
I remember what happened was it was about on how they called our names for when our
That's what it
food was ready. I can't remember which one they called louder. I think they called mine.
No,
They
called
didn't
mine
call your
out.
name, but they called boxes on the.
They called this guy Box's name over
They
the
actually said
intercom.
box. They said
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Your order is ready.
And then he made fun of me for them not using the intercom for my for me to go get
Well,
mine.
they don't
So
fully
I
understand
said,
the context
"Oh, so we're gonna
behind
have a
it. We're talking
grown ass
to somebody
man get
else.
up. So you're proud to be a grown ass man to go pick up your kids' meal."
Thing is, though, we're not gonna. We can't.
Ladies
get
and
the full
gentlemen, you should have
context.
seen the cup he was given.
Oh,
We
what
can't-
cup did you get? Did you
Hey,
get
my
the
thing is,
little-
I did the straw with the straw special too. But the thing is, we can't give them the story on the podcast. We can't say the full context of why I was saying.
I mean, we could. If you guys want to go to the full version, no.
The full version on the website.
We got how. What this was.
I'm confused what context it was. The guy got a kid's meal.
No,
That's it.
We were having an argument before.
Remember?
I
We
don't
were having an
know.
argument before. You don't remember?
I don't know what we're
I
talking
remember
about.
botting you in the argument.
You didn't body. You were down pretty bad in that argument. I gotta say.
Whatever. The point is that I hate Canes, and they never answered me back after I had a great interview. And we can go back.
What
to
if
the
one of
talking-
them's
I do have some to bring up. I was looking up more on Stickum because I
Oh,
know that's a
boy.
big topic here, guys.
I like
It
that.
was banned in '81, so after that season they banned it.
Ooh.
right after his year.
Right after that '80 season, but you know who used it? Admittedly used it? Gary Rice.
Who's that?
So Jerry,
He's the Joe Rogan of the NFL. what Joe Rogan is to podcasting, he is to the NFL. He's the second best.
Oh, wow.
So Jerry-
who's number one?
so
Oh,
Jerry Rice admittedly used it, so people actually
Terrell
question.
Owens is us.
Who's that?
Oh god.
We're the best.
No, who's Jerry Rice? I don't.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
He's
alright.
2.
Oh.
So people
He
can't carry by
people
good
have actually
quarterbacks
questioned his
anyway.
legitimacy because he used it and they banned it. So
I mean,
that's
So like you're telling me he's getting his defensive player of the year award. Hey, next season you can't use Stickum
I
anymore.
don't
pretty much.
consider him.
I mean, I don't.
Oh,
He's getting that
Jay
award.
Rice. Who's that guy? You stick him.
Exactly. Doesn't
Look,
matter
my,
to me.
my problem doesn't lie with him using like Stickum. Actually, like I mean, I don't care. I don't think it really helped that much. But to use something that's banned,
We gotta
that's
try
not,
ourselves then.
that's not good.
I mean, he used like he
Is
didn't
it-
use it when it was banned. He used it before.
Oh, we used it before.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because everyone, like a bunch of
I
people,
thought you
used
used it when it was banned.
No, I'm saying like it got banned, so then people go like, "Well, it got banned, man."
Is
They
it
can't-
banned in the AAU tournament?
Dude, it might not be banned in the USFL.
Oh, the XFL. XFL.
You're not
it's
supposed to
already
use
go-
that
it's
nasty
like
ass
going-
stuff.
Yeah, but now what we're the AFFL.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to say. Do you think it's banned in the AFFL?
I doubt it.
All the part of my youngster term, but all the old heads of football,
heads.
they tell me that, oh man, these new gloves nowadays is better than any Stickum they had back then,
Yeah, I know.
Was it
which I
better?
don't believe.
Was it
I
better
don't
than
know how.
stick 'em actually?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the
If-
Stickum
if-
could not
if
have been
these
that
gloves
sticky,
really
that's
are-
so-
If they say these gloves are ridiculously sticky, but if they really are that sticky, then Stickum wasn't even. Why'd they even need to ban it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All you're doing is putting shit on your arms.
That's how I feel.
Then
about
The
it.
only reason why you
respect
ban it is because you're being guarded by a guy, and you're like, can you not get this shit all over my jersey?
Exactly. I wonder how many times he like got stuck to a jersey and actually ripped it. I
Oh.
wonder how many times that
Oh,
happened.
is that what happened to Earl Campbell?
Maybe. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
But imagine, imagine you get.
He was really popular with. He made rice bowls back in the NFL.
Yeah.
Imagine
That's
if
why-
you
that's
had
what
the,
rice-
imagine
Action
you
overtime.
just played Lester Hayes. You get home, you have your jersey, and you probably have to give it to your wife because back in the old days, they probably didn't wash your jersey yourself. You had to give it to your wife to
No,
clean.
Box did them last.
And she's
Box
just
did
like,
them.
Bucks licked
What?
the ball up.
what the hell?
You forget. I've been in basically every important moment in history.
They say, what happened
I've been there.
to your jersey? What is on this thing?
It's cum.
It's fine.
It's always him, ladies and gentlemen.
It's always him.
I like that. I like the next one.
No.
31-57. All right. Got it. I wrote it down. We're good.
Hey.
For the TikTok guys.
Use code Locker Room Legends right
You guys
now.
wanna-
Our
Use
first,
code Locker Room
our
Legends
first
right
TikTok is just going to be a video of this guy saying, it's cum.
Hell
There's no before, there's no after.
now. Wait,
That's
but
all.
what about my TikTok compilation of me speaking?
Oh, that's just.
We already posted that.
No, you did.
Yeah.
It
If you,
doesn't-
if you were following the TikTok,
I'm gonna be
you know.
honest with you. I followed it.
The joke is that there's no posts.
Oh.
There's nothing to
There's
post.
nothing to post.
There's nothing to post.
Oh.
So something else I have brought up
Anytime
here
talk.
is I have the most amount of picks by a team in a single season, which is really interesting because it's only in 14 games played, and it's 49. Second's actually
Wait. 49 picks?
by team.
That's what I'm saying. That's
So
a
the
lot.
Chargers, San Diego
That's
Superchargers.
3.5 a game.
You know what's even
That's what I'm
crazier?
saying.
What's even crazier is the next team on the list in 1943 had 42, and they only played 10 games. So they averaged 4.2 picks per game.
What?
Wait, what team was that?
Green Bay Packers.
He said that first. He said Packers.
Holy shit. 42 in 10 games.
What years are these?
That's 61 and then 43.
And then I see 41 and
And we're
12.
going way back in time.
Who was 41 and 12?
The
Giants? That was 3.4 games.
So something else I want to bring up with this is I remember when we talked about playoff teams, right? And we did our research about these teams. We tried to compare them both. And one of the things I found was we bring up Kurt Warner, bring up these 99 Rams, and it was they were getting 3 turnovers again. They were forcing 3 turnovers again. But they were giving the ball up 3 or 4 times a game. I think Kurt Warner was throwing 3 picks a game, and I was just like, how are they doing this?
Ball as you'd think.
How are they doing this in winning games? Maybe I think the game was just like that. I think you could recover from multiple turnovers in a game. Now, someone figured it out. I don't know who it was. They said, you know what? If we stop turning the ball over, I think we'll start winning more games.
I don't know really what team changed.
Because
Because
fumbles happened more often back then.
Mhm.
Picks obviously happened way more back then. And now it just doesn't happen. Someone came in and said, guys, hang on to the ball. I think
Yeah.
we'll win some games.
Like when I was looking
That
up
was
the
Boston,
Cardinals,
actually.
Jameis didn't take it.
when I looked up the Cardinals that went to that Super Bowl, and I looked up all the teams. Every quarterback was throwing almost as many interceptions as touchdowns. Not more, like on this list, but it was like 17 touchdowns, 17 picks. Maybe it was like 27 touchdowns to like 14 picks, but like they were still throwing like a lot of picks.
Yeah.
But it's just
So you're saying, so it seems like we've seen the slow shift. More picks, equal picks, and now we're at.
None.
If you throw within 10 picks of touchdowns, you're a terrible quarterback.
That's the thing, yeah.
Because I mean, the passing offenses now. I also think that like we also brought up. I think the rules have really helped, and like I feel like a lot of bad plays for offense get ruled out because back then you could do whatever the hell you wanted to. Like you said, just throw guys to the ground, do this and that. Like there's probably a pick out there where Night Train Lane probably just like clotheslines a guy and he gets a pick on the same play.
That's what I'm saying. He could have just grabbed the guy by the face mask back then.
And he's like,
Throw him to the
"Oh,
ground."
your receiver's not there, but I'm there." I mean, that could have been
But then why is the quarterback throwing it if someone's there?
because he's probably under pressure and
That's the thing.
he's probably
Back then-
passing on third down.
Back then, they didn't even throw the ball enough to even have rules about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, why are you even throwing the ball? Like,
Hey,
that's
did
not
they-
football. We don't do that.
Did they make calls like? No, that's a stupid question. Like they didn't. Like,
I think it has to. They make calls like, dude, I don't know. They might not have just like they might have just let people play. Like, what
Hey,
was a
let 'em
personal
play.
foul back then?
Let 'em
don't-
play.
The ref,
let him play.
might have blown the ball in, put his back to the game, counted to 5, turned around, and be like, okay, down there.
You know when the ref goes like this, like he goes in the middle of the field and he like says it out loud.
Yeah.
Obviously, like he has to say it in like the microphone or whatever. Does he say it like? Do you think he still said it in front of like the crowd to the crowd?
No, definitely not.
No,
I'm
doubt
assuming it's similar to what it is at high school.
Well, back
Games-
then they brought in a
games probably
microphone.
was
They
my-
still do. The ref goes to the middle and does that
Yeah.
shit.
I mean,
Well, maybe.
games probably went by so quick too without these penalties.
Well, they probably didn't have
Games are
microphones,
probably
so
like
if they
that.
did that, they were like,
Everyone goes.
Think
everyone-
about-
That's why they have all the hand signals. You go in the middle and you
"Oh
do the
yeah, yeah,
signal.
good point, good point."
Think
Yeah,
about in
so-
high school games, so they'll do that. Remember, like when you win the toss, they have won the toss, and like no one actually cares when you're sitting on top. Like they're still doing it.
Oh, they got the ball.
Yeah. Who's taking off? Even the people on the team. You wait until the guys run back. Hey, so who got the ball?
Hey,
Exactly.
did you get the ball?
1978 was the first. Oh my god. 1978 is when they added an actual pass interference rule.
Wait, so stick 'em. Stick 'em. Let's
And
go
this
back to
is
stick 'em.
even 75 is
And you could
melt
still,
blunt.
I'm pretty sure you could still do, 75 was no blunt, but I'm pretty sure you could do whatever the hell you wanted within 5 yards. So this
Yeah.
only break them probably down the field. So like if they're running a streak,
With
you
the
could
lead.
you could
I'm pretty sure the
close it.
within 5 yards rule was very.
That's what I'm
could
saying.
hold
I think
people,
it was
grab
whatever the
them.
hell you
Oh,
wanted.
sure.
Probably just couldn't grab a face mask. That's probably the only thing you couldn't do.
I mean,
So you still think like, okay.
So it's kind of sounding like we're kind of putting together the picture of why this happened.
Yeah.
We have rules.
because Jalen Ramsey wasn't there.
True.
I don't know, Jalen.
Troy
Ramsey-
I think
Apke
Ramsey
wasn't there.
could.
Troy
Ramsey,
Apke was not there. Right
Ramsey-
That
He
guy
probably
just
played
plays
that
the
era.
game so. It's like the right way, man.
Does anyone, anyone who's watching this and actually knows who Troy Apke is, let me know in the comments.
You need a comment?
We haven't had a comment yet.
we haven't had.
We have as many comments as dislikes.
Crazy thing is, I know.
Hey!
I'm gonna keep saying it until we get.
Crazy,
I'm kind of
crazy
waiting
thing
for
is,
dislike.
I know a guy who has a Troy Apke jersey, and he knows who he is, so he's got to make a comment on the video.
Wait, he bought a jersey?
He actually just sent me a.
If you actually hung out with us on the weekends, you would have seen it.
Oh.
This sucker.
Oh, Box is a busy person though.
I know I am.
But yeah, he
Check the work schedule.
He bought a Troy jersey.
He works at Sam's Club, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought you were quitting there like 10 years ago.
Well, did my last interview today, so hopefully I get this internship so I can leave.
Wait, do you just work at Sam's right now?
Yep.
Well, the Rams place obviously, but
Well,
like.
the Rams won, baby. So we get off season 2. We get an off season 2.
Oh, so if they lost, you wouldn't have gotten off season. Really?
Well-
That's crazy.
Hey,
How
well, you
does
know
that
what's kind
work?
of crazy? It's the
He's
fact
just
that.
mad 'cause he doesn't have the job with them.
Oh, it's cool that you're just resting right now. I know AD's not resting. AD's already back in that.
Oh, I thought you meant Anthony Davis.
I was gonna make a joke about
I think it's Anthony Davis too. I'm like,
We talked about him last week, ladies and gentlemen.
What about Aaron Donald? I already know he's back in the lab right now.
oh, he's
Why
busy.
is Box not running up and down
He's
SoFi right
scheming
now?
up rules
these
that
are
he
your
could
seats.
break.
So, guys, I made a
Right,
comment.
give me left.
I'm doing the thing. I'm grabbing the map.
That's what I'm saying. Why is Box not doing this right now? Warming up for next year. Box.
Hey, Box, what's the best way to get to seat C130? Go!
What do you say for school? What do you gotta say for that?
This guy just wants Baker Mayfield up on the Rams as a backup so he can hang out with him when he's working in the stadium.
Hey, I get to talk to guys.
Walking around in his
No, I get to talk
in
to.
his
Do I gotta bring my Sooners jersey?
All right, dude. Then who would be the better backup on the Rams, Blake Bortles or Baker Mayfield?
It's not a question.
Blake Bortles bought a Tesla to stop.
Baker
Pippen,
Mayfield's
so
the top
clearly,
5 quarterback in the NFL.
That's right.
He's
He
not
stopped
super
that to
five.
stop his nicotine.
Then he said, it didn't stop me. I just started going to the gas station just for that.
Oh
for gas.
no! Oh,
Yeah,
Blake
I
Bortles.
saw
Blake
that.
Bortles, if you're watching out there, just know we love you.
Wait till
We'd
wait.
love to have you on.
Baker, man.
The original.
Baker,
Fortnite.
guys, Baker Mayfield's a top 5 quarterback. I just said
Oh
that.
God! Hey Matt, what was your point that you
He's
had?
not 2-5.
He's not 2 through 5. You had a point, Matt? Maybe you didn't.
Hey, you still think he owns that
What
stadium?
I don't know.
I was talking about him wearing a robe. That's what I was going to talk
my
about.
God,
He's
wait,
wearing
wait,
a robe.
wait,
Hey,
got
you
on
still think he
this.
owns that stadium?
I think Baker Mayfield is.
Oh,
Aggressive?
before we were getting on.
should be a starter in the NFL.
So the point I was getting on before we got into this was I was just making a point of that we're putting together the picture of why all this happened with the rule changes. Obviously, is a big one. We have obviously we're talking about quarterbacks are better. They're throwing.
They're just
Now we're
talent.
averaging
They're talent.
less than a pick a game versus
Yes.
what 1.5 was it, or was it more than that?
2. It was 2, right?
2. They were averaging 2 picks a game.
Yes, like in the 40s, 50s, they're averaging like 2 to 1.5 picks per game.
To me,
nowadays it's under 1.
To me, I think the biggest one was coaching. Coaching is always an imitate or innovate kind of thing. And one guy, his innovation was to take care of the football. I think it carried on to both
I like that.
fumbles
I don't know what
and
that was.
interceptions.
Because that had to be
I
pretty
think it
big.
was
Travis Hunter.
Honestly, if I had to give a pick, I'd probably say it was. That's probably too late though.
But it had to be fairly recent. Cause
You know who it probably is? I was going to say Bill Belichick, and then I was going to say someone else. But Bill Belichick actually coached under this guy, so I think it was probably Bill Parcells.
That's
I would say.
possible.
Parcells probably.
It's possible.
It could have been someone else in that era, but it was kind of around then.
It just
Teams
looked like
started-
it might have even been after that.
But even then, it could have been after that. Bill Belichick might have learned that a little bit from Bill Parcells. He might have taken it to his own
But listen,
team.
I'm looking like to 2010, and I'm still seeing like a decent amount of picks, especially compared to what they are now.
Yeah.
I'm just
I just
saying.
think it's crazy too. They ran the ball so much back then.
I think it's also what he said is that where they ran the ball so much is that they put themselves in these situations where they weren't really ready to pass.
Like if you were not
They
good,
didn't want to
Yeah.
pass.
if you were not a good team, and you're getting blown up on the run, 3rd and 20, you're like, well, I guess we'll just throw the ball.
That's
guess
another thing
not.
I didn't look into, but it could have also been a lot
Oh,
of these
even
picks
punt
could have
back
been
then?
there could have been like really shit teams, like really
That's what I was gonna
bad
say.
teams, and they might have just piled up turnovers against
Guys,
them.
honestly, back then the NFL or football, I don't even know if we're not even talking about the NFL, are we? But
AFL
football
was
was not what it is now. I think it was more of an arcade style thing where a few guys dominate. You could give these guys a toss and they just run back and forth on the field and they just go score on these plumbers.
Back in my day, yeah. Definitely split up.
So if you
Back
turn
in
the
your
ball
heyday.
over, if you throw a pick, it's whatever.
So you're saying it was more Jimmys and Joes than X's and O's back then.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, you're the only guy to make every decade team.
Guys,
That's crazy.
Not even Hall of Fame, man.
Oh my god.
He's not even Hall of Fame.
Guys, Vince Lombardi was one of the greatest coaches ever. He was known for the Packer sweep. He perfected one play.
Yeah.
What is that now? You
Actually-
can't win off one play now.
Actually, the Super Bowl.
Hey, how did it feel scoring on that
He
play?
won with the.
I don't even score on that play, man.
How did it feel scoring the Packer sweep? I was
How were you
I
able
wasn't
to
there.
play after doing
No.
cocaine all night?
I hate Luke.
In the Super Bowl.
You know what actually was great, Luke? Actually, we went out to the club. We had a great night. We were just drinking.
And then you win the bowl the next day. I mean, holy shit. I don't even know if you remember.
This is an all decade.
So you just seen the picture.
This
Right?
is a 21
He's
plus
like, oh
podcast.
shit, I won that.
This is a 21 plus podcast now. I hate Luke. I hate Luke.
Use code Locker's Legends. It's right here.
Don't say use code Loggins Legends. We don't know where. But
Yeah,
you guys can try it. See where it works.
Just start using it wherever you go and let us know where it works.
Not wherever. Actually,
We're
use
trying to
it
find
everywhere.
somewhere too. We're
Yeah,
trying to find a place.
use it everywhere.
Yeah, let us know so we can let everyone else know.
Actually, you know,
Let us know in the
It works
comments.
at AMC, right? You're going tonight for free.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
10 likes and Box will go streaking in the Canes drive-thru and try to use code Loggins Legends.
10 likes on.
10 likes.
10 likes on the
10
like.
likes.
20 likes, and he will pretend to be in the invisible moat-mobile, go through the Cane's drive-thru and order another kid's meal.
I'll say passenger.
And then he'll ask to replace both chicken strips with coleslaw.
No.
Or even better, he'll ask for extra coleslaw and he'll dip the chicken in coleslaw.
Why haven't I been
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to Cane's tonight.
Paul, I think we should wrap it up and just head to Canes right now.
Oh, we need a job interview. We ask.
Oh wait, we're not going to Canes. Why do you make us so on to Canes? We're not going to Canes, guys. I hate Canes. I forgot that's the last thing we're going to. We're not going to Canes tonight. We're going to actually, us three are going somewhere tonight. Luke actually is a jerk. He won't be hanging out.
Luke's got plans.
So
Okay, I think that'll wrap us up, right? Matt? You got us to get
Do you want to make any final points? I think I made the final point already.
Yeah, I think ultimately what
you
we're
really
saying
want
is
to
that
do that.
football has changed. It's cleaner. The reffing has changed. The rules have changed. Honestly, just teams are playing smarter.
there's no more John. There's
And
no
they're-
John Ramsey.
They're making more. They're playing
No
more based
reason.
off scheme than just relying on their players. So maybe that's I guess we'd say that's why there's not as many picks anymore.
So I guess what you could say is that I'll bring up this point again. I know I've said it so many times, but it seemed like it took one guy. Maybe it wasn't even one guy. Maybe people started doing this. They started turning the ball over less. But I guess all that to get to that point, one coach. You know what he did? You know what he needed that one coach to do? He thought outside the box.
Wild.